what I have here is the Ugly Stik GX2. Now this rod, this particular model, is the 6 foot by 6 inches medium heavy action. So this particular model is the 6 foot by 6 inches medium action, and I've used it just about as long as I've used my Abu Garcia Black Max 3. So that's probably around 4 or 5 months. And honestly, so far, for the price point that I paid on this rod, I am blown away by its performance and quality. So, some of the first things you'll notice, it's got this really nice foam padding, and it does, you can see, it has gotten a little bit dirty. I haven't really tried to clean it, but I'm assuming it's not going to be too bad. Then you can see it's got the Ugly Stik logo on the bottom of the rod, and then if you go up here, you got your Shakespeare, and you got Ugly Stik GX2, and that's pretty much it for the rod itself. I mean, so there's nothing really fancy about it. I mean, it's a $50 rod, but what you're getting for that $50 surpasses most other budget rods, or even more expensive rods where you're paying $150, $200 for a rod. I mean, yeah, of course you might get a little bit lighter, you might get a little bit more sensitive, but really, do you need it? Well, some may be able to justify that if they're really, really serious into fishing. They go in lots of tournaments and they need the utmost responsiveness in their rods. But if you're just kind of a weekend warrior, you're serious about fishing, but you're not overly competitive about it, and this is going to be by far the best bang for your buck right here. And you can see it's got I believe it's if I'm not mistaken, I probably am, some sort of fiberglass tip. They claim it makes it a bit more responsive. So that's kind of nice. Like I said, this is going to be by far the best rod you can get for $50. Even I'd say I'd be pushing $100. I don't think you could get much better than an Ugly Stik. It's probably one of the lighter rods I've dealt with, for the price point, I should say. It's also probably one of the strongest rods on the market. You can hear that from just about anyone who's used these rods, that they're known for being some of the strongest. And that's a big bonus for me when I'm getting caught out in when I get caught in a rock or I get caught in weeds. I don't want to have to worry about my rod cracking and having to go buy a new rod. I'd rather break my line. The nice thing about this, you don't have to worry about this snapping on you. You're going to snap your line before you snap this rod. And I watched a video a little while back, and this guy literally tried to break it, and it took his son on an ATV going 40 or 50K with a line, and then take off drag, and that finally snapped it. But besides that, if you're pulling in a big pike or walleye, or even if you're going bass fishing, you don't even have to worry about anything like that. But even the rocks, if you get your rod cut up in a rock, I've just yanked it till I broke my 15-pound test line. And yeah, you don't have to worry about the rod breaking. You're gonna break your line way sooner than you'll ever break this rod. So that's pretty much it for the review. Again, it's a stylish rod. If you look with my the Abu Garcia Black Max 3, it's a pretty deadly combo. Can't get better than that. Look at that, it just matches perfectly with it. I love this setup. If you're looking into getting an Ugly Stik, I would highly recommend it for the price point. Anything from beginner to novice to expert, I would say this is a must-have in your collection. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just leave it down in the comments below. Alright, thanks guys.